Hello, hello. You're watching What's Going On and tuning in from somewhere very special today. We're actually inside of the Racing for Recovery headquarters and have no other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Todd Crandall. So Todd, we've been listening to your story for weeks now and hearing the story of some of your coworkers here. People are floored by everything that is happening here.
For me, I guess being involved in Racing for Recovery at the level I am, it is a pure joy to see people shine that come through these doors. Not only shine as, recovering individuals who are going on and leading productive and prosperous lives, but to have some of them join our staff and then take what has been graciously given to them and now being of service to other people, it's one of the highlights that I get to do on a daily basis. I'm so proud of our staff and I'm thankful for everything they do for people in our community.
Yeah, just hearing their stories has been amazing just for me, even as like a viewer, as a host. But you shared your story in the beginning with us, kind of about how you started racing for your recovery and your own battle with addiction. And now what we didn't hear so much about is your accomplishments as well. We know that you've done Ironmans, but there's also books and a podcast that's a part of this as well. How does that all fit?
Everything that I've been able to do personally, and dare I use the word professionally now, it all stems from making one cognizant choice to stop using drugs back in April of 1993. What's been really interesting about this whole journey is the athletic portion of my life with respect to doing Ironmans. I used to watch the Ironman back during my addiction and I thought, someday I want to do that. And I just finished my 92nd Ironman in Acapulco, Mexico a few weeks ago. Getting ready to go down to Ironman Chattanooga, and then we'll complete my 100th Ironman in Kona, Hawaii this October. Coincidentally, on the same day, we're going to be launching the Racing for Recovery app as well on a global scale. So, over the course of my 29 years of sobriety, I've been, I'm licensed as a licensed chemical dependency counselor with supervision status, clinical supervision status, so I have licensure to go along with my sobriety and education. I've written 3 books that really focus on the impact of trauma that people endure, how deeply that runs in our mind, body, and soul that leads to a choice to self-medicate with drugs and alcohol, and then a detailed way of recovery for each individual coming out of that horrific drug addiction. So our books have focused on educating people on what drug addiction really is, what it's not, and what recovery is and what it's not. And what I mean by that is we're not a program that says, oh, I have a disease, I'm helpless. We have a focus that says I can empower myself to consistently make a choice not to use drugs, to consistently live the life that I deserve to live.
And when you're talking about Racing for Recovery, we say that name a lot, Racing for Recovery, what does that actually mean to you, to race for recovery?
That is a great question, and it's never been asked of me like that before. Racing for Recovery means to me, you are moving towards something that is possible, that with sobriety, it definitely is possible, and you will experience life that you never thought you would have before.